4, 3, 2. I could have did much better. Now I'm here with a bid trying to make shit better. And
Nostalgia.
what's
That's a
going
fun
on,
video.
guys? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Space Dogg. Guys, I am so juiced for this episode. This guy that I have, he is amazing. He is an artist. He's an actor. He's so charismatic and very talented and creative. We have Mr. Zee Krawnik himself. How are we doing, my man?
What's going on, brother?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. What are you up to? Where are you staying these days now? You're originally from Merced.
I'm originally from Merced, and I moved out to Monterey about 2 years ago, and then now I actually just relocated to Los Angeles. So that's going to be the next adventure right now. Just kind of go down there and network with a few other friends that also happen to make it down there. So we're just kind of bringing a little bit of the valley out to the SoCal. Yeah, that's what's been going on lately.
Awesome. Exclusively LA now. That's dope, man. I like that. How's it compared to living in LA than Merced?
A lot more to do, and not to mention, like, when you're like, I'm gonna go to the store, it's not like that in LA. You're like, I'll be back in a couple hours. It's no joke, man. I was like, wow, it took me a minute to get used to that. But besides that, it's cool, man. I love being out there. There's so much opportunity. You can be walking down the street and bump into something that'll change your life. So I like being out there, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of I used to go there all the time as a kid. My aunt lived out there, so I kind of like missed it. It was almost like my second or third home, kind of. So
That's cool. What are some of your favorite spots to go out? Maybe like to eat, do some stuff. What are some of your favorite spots, man?
let's see. So far, I mean, I've always liked Hollywood and Highland. Yeah, that's what it's called, Hi Ho. They got like these big old, like, the 40, it's like 50-foot like stone elephants and all this kind of crazy shit over there. But it's a pretty cool spot. They got good food and all that right there. When I used to like go to like stay, not like actually live there, I like to go to Roosevelt, and it's like the old haunted hotel and shit like that. It's pretty cool. So haunted ballroom. The first couple like Grammys were thrown there and stuff. So, or no, Academy Awards. I'm sorry, not Grammys. But yeah, that's some of the spots. I like to bounce around really. Lately, the last few times I've gone, everything's closed, so it's kind of hard to find some new spots now.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think the pandemic has like a lot of people messed up. Like we were talking beforehand, my podcast, I'm pretty sure it makes working. Does it make working hard, like making new songs or anything like that?
It makes it interesting because you'll go out to live life so you can get some inspiration for things, and then everything's closed, so you're kind of like, well, shit. Well, I guess I'll write about something I've already done then. So I've been trying to get out as much as I can without, seeming like a jerk. People are already telling me, stay home, stay home, stay home.
Yeah, heck yeah. I feel it. You got rid of your mustache, man. What happened to the stash, brother?
I wanted to eat a sandwich in peace, you know what I'm saying? It was a couple years. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna restart it. I think I might go to beard route. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, me and my buddy Sam, actually, we're gonna have a little competition so you can get the craziest mustache going. So that should be pretty fun over the summer, or over the winter, I'm sorry.
Yours was dope, man. You had the freaking Doc Holiday Wyatt Earp set up, man. That was
Yeah,
sick.
it got so long at one point, people in Monterey could see it from behind me. So I was just like, okay, well, I think it's about long enough.
Not long enough, man. So going into your music and kind of transitioning a little bit, how long you been an artist, man? How long you been doing this? Rapping, producing?
Before I was rapping and producing, I was in a death metal band actually for like about 5 years. Went and did some good shows with them and shit. That's when I was like, I think I was like 15. Yes, I was 16 years old. It was 2006, October 6th. I played my very first show. And yeah, actually the skateboard. I don't know if you've seen the skateboard I posted the other day. It's like a big weed nug and shit. I actually got it as a present that night, and I finally just redid it up. So I've been into a lot of different genres, man. That's why I call myself a multi-genre producer, because I listen to damn near everything, and so I like to try to make everything, or at least collaborate with it.
No, yeah, I could definitely tell from that you're very interested in music from some of the samples you got. You have samples from Lionel Richie, you have samples from Blondie, samples from the Stat Ford original mix. You have a whole bunch. So I really can tell that you're a very endowed artist. And how do you like? What kind of other music do you like? Do you like the oldies or just all kinds in general?
Yeah. So I grew up with my grandpa in the house all the time. So he's born in '46, and I'd always be listening to like some Little Richard, or I'd be listening to some Fats Domino with them, or all that kind of stuff growing up. So I got a lot of like the music that gave me soul from him. And oh my God, hold up. You still there? There it goes. Sorry about that. And so yeah, I got a lot of inspiration from him, and I learned a lot of oldies from him and stuff that a lot of people I know don't know. So it's cool when I bring up these old songs like a Oop Oop a Doop. They're like, what the heck is this? You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. I've been sending out my buddy the other day actually was like, send me something I never heard before. So it's kind of fun, kind of blessing people with a little background of the oldies that I got. And my mom was always big into metal. My brother was big into metal. My uncles were all into experimental, like, Primates and all that kind of stuff. So I just bounced around a lot. My dad's from Richmond, so, he's the one who put me into rap. So I was like, 5 years old, listening to Sugar Free and everybody like that driving around. So yeah, just, I got a little bit of everything. It's kind of nice. And then my other side of the family, they're all country. So I go over there and get my little taste of country, but
Yeah,
that
definitely.
didn't really
Yeah, I love when artists sample from different songs and they kind of make it their own. I like when you did it with Designer Sheets with Blondie. That one was really dope. I like that beat, and I like the one you did
that
with
one's
Lionel Richie. I thought that one was really dope.
I was just singing that one the other day, and I did an Earth, Wind, and Fire one too on the last one called House of Fires, and yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I enjoyed doing that one because it was like I got to it wasn't the other ones I kind of keep it like a little bit more about the beat because we're doing samples. That one was more about like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna kill this. Well, I got
No,
some bars
yeah.
for this one.
So like, have you always been like into music? Has that always been like your pathway, or like I know
I,
your father said you were introduced to it, right? And then but how did you know that you were gonna start it and like, oh yeah, this is my passion and I'm gonna just go for it?
so I was taking video games seriously growing up. I was doing Halo tournaments actually and winning them. So
Really?
that was fun. Yeah, that's where my name Zee Krawnik comes from. Is because no one ever died from the chronic. And so on Halo, when they say you were killed by it, and they say Zee Krawnik, it's like a French guy saying the chronic. So that's where my name comes from. Is actually a gamer tag. So I was in the
Oh shit.
games and skating and sports, man. So and then after that, I started playing guitar. My buddy taught me how to play guitar, and I just fell in love, man. I never stopped. And once I got out the band, I was like, I got to find something else to solve that itch. And my buddy Looms actually showed me producing, so took off from there. I just geeked out on it. That's fun.
How did you know that you started to have bars and like when did you drop your first bars?
Chaos the Assassin, actually, I think he could just tell that I was itching to like get up there and try it. He was like, "I want to try it," so he's the first person that got me up on the mic. And then my boy Trife would come by, my boy LC would come by, and they were like first people to recording with me, KO and everybody. So I kind of like would drop bars in front of them, and then I just kept going and kept going and kept going. And it was like yeah, I don't know, I have fun with it. I used to make so many beats. It was kind of just like shit. I might as well rap over some of them, and then yeah, it just kind of grew from there.
Heck yeah, I gotta start somewhere, definitely. I love your album covers, man. It's definitely like I like the artwork, man. It's so crazy. I like the artwork on Emperor and especially on Get Sippy Hippie. Did you come up with those yourself, or did you have someone draw those up for
Yeah, my
you?
boy. So Looms has like he's one of my best friends in the world. We've been friends since ninth grade and shit. So basically, I'll hit him up and I'm just like, so this is my idea. And for the Emperor, he actually drew me in all armor on a throne. And then I don't know, he just wasn't feeling it. So he was like, I'm gonna do a different one. So then he drew that one with the ponytail and the fist and all that. I got another one where my hair is like fire and stuff. He did a bunch of badass ones for Emperor. And then for Get Sippy Hippie, one of my favorite people in the world is Hunter S. Thompson. So I was like, yo, I kind of want that Ralph Steadman look. And he killed it, man. He went in and did his little research. And next thing I know, I'm still finding stuff in the Get Sippy Hippie cover that I didn't find before. I'm still looking for
No,
weirdos.
yeah. If you really look at it, you see your face screaming. You see a whiskey. You
Yep.
see little faces like in there.
I'm,
You see a joint, and I'm
yeah,
just like, man, I like it.
yeah.
I like it. So like, it'd be good just to hang up on the wall and just have that picture. That's like dope.
This is on the hard copies that are pressed up right now. They're coming in right now. I have some gold disc ones that I made and stuff, and this is like the faces on the actual disc. So
Yeah, I saw that shirt on your Instagram, man. I thought that was sick. I was like,
yeah,
damn.
I'll shoot you one. No problem. I
Oh
got you.
hell yeah, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
What
yeah. I
goes
got
in the process of making a song, and how do you come up with the lyrics? Do you just come up with the beat first, or the lyrics
yeah.
come to your head and you're like, I'm gonna make the beat for the lyrics?
I usually start with the beat because it's kind of like I just like making beats. So I'll just sit down and make beats, and the next thing I know, I'm like, ooh, I really like that one. And then that's when I'll kind of like just kind of toy with it. Sometimes, I mean, I dropped a song last night called Cocky that you'll see. I'll do a video for it here soon in the castle. And that shit, I've been waiting a month and a half to drop that because my computer went down. I had to get my screen replaced. So I was just itching. So once I got that, I was ready to go. Once my stuff came back, I was boom, that was instantaneous. But other ones I was writing last night, they take a little bit. You sit there for an hour or two and write. But I mean, I'm pretty quick at writing. I just kind of I like to double through it so I can kind of make that a little better, make this a little better, take that out, something like that. But yeah, for the most part, I try to just let it flow, so it's natural. I feel like if you try to force it, you're gonna fuck it up. Pardon my French.
No, absolutely. That's interesting. You said that your people force it because I do think people force their work a little bit. Um, that made me want to ask you a question. Do you think that a lot of people want to be rappers nowadays? And do you think some people just aren't cut out for it? Because as you said, I do think people force some things, and I have seen some work, some of my close buddies, and I'm kind of like, yeah, it's good, but in the back of my head, I'm like,
Yeah, I got a few friends like that too. You just gotta give them constructive criticism. As much as you can. It's like Nip said, man. If you gotta force it, then you shouldn't be a rapper. If your life isn't exciting enough to rap about, then just go make beats or hey, make some merch or something. This is position for everybody on the team usually. So right now, that's why I try to go out as much as I can and have as much fun as I can. Shit, I've been to Mexico a bunch of times already this year, and I made it over the border by an hour when they closed everything down. I was flying back from Mexico City and made it over to Tijuana border by like an hour before they shut everything down. So I like to go have some fun, man. The next video we shoot is gonna be in Vegas. That's gonna be fun for Gata Gata.
oh hell yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, shit. I just like to do as much activities as I can. I don't care if it's wild or what. So yeah, it's gonna get you something to write about life experiences and stuff.
No, yeah, I feel it. Like I said before, I think there's a lot of rappers. I think there's a lot of mumble rappers nowadays too, especially that it kind of just go da 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 over one single beat, and it's just the loop, and then the chorus, and kind of like a verse of something that they're rapping about that they really haven't done. Do you feel like you see that a lot, often, more often? And how do you feel about that as an artist, coming from that you
I,
work hard and you put out great music?
I see it a lot, and I think it's just because people want to make money off it. So it's like, like, 'cause it's kind of like they're gonna do what they see making money, but they'll find out quick that you can't do what other people are doing because no one's gonna give a damn if you do it. It's already being done, so you have to do you because that's the best chance you have of standing out. No one's like you, so I don't know. I feel like I see a few people that they kind of like they'll follow trends, and that's okay. It's like sometimes you like something and you want to like kill that instrumental or something. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you always in the back at you. You know what I mean? It's your square one because otherwise people are going to find out that you're not really being you, or that you're not telling the truth, or that you really won't do half the shit that you talk about in your raps, and then people are going to just fall away. So, me, I try to stick as much as I can about what the hell I actually do or have done um, without, incriminating myself.
I
But
feel it. I feel it. That's the thing I
that's
like
how,
about your music, man, too, and that's the reason why I like you as an artist. And I'm proud that you came from Merced because I feel like you're a legit artist, man. You're a talent, man, because you rap about it's authentic. You can tell from your lyrics, man, it's authentic. You can tell that you matured as an artist throughout your projects. Chronic 17. Tell me if this is a fair assessment. Chronic 17, there's a lot of bangers on that album, a lot of bangers and stuff like that.
yep.
2018 with Emperor, it was a little bit, I think, coming from your point of view, it's a little experimental. You put some beats in there. You had some bangers, you had some laid back beats. But Get Sippy Hippie, I think, is some of your best work you've done, man. You got bangers, you got the laid back beats, and you just matured as an artist. And I really like Get Sippy Hippie. That's probably one of my favorite albums.
Get Sippy Hippie was a good fun time in my life because I finally got out of Merced. Not like it's bad, but it feels good to like, oh cool, I don't have to stay here forever. So moving out towards the coast, it was like a nice change up for me too. And then and yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I was just listening to Nip heavy because he just passed away at that time. So I was kind of getting back in everything I had to listen to for a while, and I just didn't really feel like I don't go to the club anymore. I'm not gonna make no bangers. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm not really at a club. Usually I'm the party, so everywhere I'm at is kind of cracking. So it's kind of I don't really go out no more. And then once I did start going out again, it was like, hey, COVID shut it down. So the bangers right now, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna force anything or fake it. If I'm not out in the club, I'm not gonna make a club song. You know what I mean? So I mean, I've just been chilling and enjoying life. Coastal views and eating good and having fun and whiskey glasses and on the beach and partying and going here and there with friends. So that's what I'm trying to more talk about right now. Just that way, you don't got to be a tough guy to relate to it. You can just go enjoy your life.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's the songs like "This Is for Those," 600, known for that, "Light the Way," um, "Feeling Good," finally, all those songs, man. I was like, dang, he really put himself out there, and he's really talking about his life and what he's doing. But you also have like the songs like "Gucci Rings" and stuff like that, where I feel like you just get off lyrically, and
Yeah,
that's just like the mix I like from an artist.
I was eating at the steakhouse like every damn night. I spent like $3,000 a month eating at that steakhouse. I loved it so much, and they actually like put my album hanging up. The Get PP's hanging up in the restaurant and shit. But yeah, yeah, that's why Gucci Rings is basically just about me sitting at the steakhouse all the time.
Yeah. And then I took this this lyric from one of your songs just because I liked it, and I was like, whoa, that's a good lyric. But you said in one of your songs, you're like, so take the day off if you think you should, but don't fuck off the day doing no good.
Yeah.
I really like that lyric because it's like, damn, it's like he's really about his work.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I heard this interview one time about Eminem that he would come to the studio like at 9 in the morning and leave at 5 o'clock at night, even if the song wasn't done. And I mean, that sounded crazy to me, but he treated it like a job. So to me, I was just like, I'll stay all day in the studio, but if you do feel like you need a day off, well, go take a day off. Just don't sit around just drinking, or don't sit around just smoking. Go out and do something. Go hang out with some family, or go organize an event for people to come to, or just because you're not in the studio doesn't mean you get to like just stop rapping all of a sudden. Like, oh nope, not me today. I'm sorry. It should be your life. It should be like everything around you. So really, to me, like I don't really feel like I need a day off. Like right now, this is technically work. You know what I mean? And it's like I'll do this all day. I love it. I love anything
Absolutely,
about
man.
me.
It's funny. I was just thinking that myself too, actually, because I was like, I stayed up a little late last night, and I was like, I set my alarm, and I was a little slow to get up early, and I was like, man, no, this is my job. I'd rather sit at a microphone than go and fucking grind
Yeah,
somewhere else or be a busboy. I'd rather sit in front of my microphone and just talk to fucking cool ass people. So that
yeah.
made me get my ass out of bed and just fucking get Jipper
It's
up and like, yeah, let's do this, man.
motivational. You're like, shoot, my job isn't too bad actually. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
man, let me do this. This is where it's at, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. People always ask me, how you doing? And I was like, I'm doing great, man. I was like, I really can't ask for much more in life besides, I mean, I got everything I really need. It's just like what Nip says, like anything I wanted, everything I needed. You know what I mean? So it's like right now, I'm pretty much it's just what I want, not what I need. I mean, I got the necessities in life right now, thank God. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it, man. Trying to keep a smile on the face while everyone's, kind of stressed out right now around the world between fires and COVID, all the
Crazy,
stuff going
man.
with the children and everything. So, it's kind of, someone's got to smile. Someone's got to have a beer or something, you know what I mean? Kind of keep it a little different for everybody. So that's just kind of what I'm out trying to do. That's what the whole Get Sippy Hippie thing was about too. It's just like, hey, I'm just here to have some fun, kind of switch it up. So, the next project that's dropping tonight is it's like another good piece of work. I'd say I've been sitting on it for like a little bit, so I got time to kind of tweak it and like adjust it and see what I wanted to take out and stuff. So I ended up making like 16 songs, but I only put 10 of them on the album. So
Yeah,
the other six I'll release just for fun. I got a bunch of like I call them bloopers, like it's like tracks that didn't make it. I'm just put them all
yeah.
on. I'm put on an album and be like not quite chronic, and just throw that out. So that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, man. I don't know. I think right now the best thing to do is just like enjoy what you're doing.
I totally agree with that, man. 100%. And talking about your albums and how you sit on some, do you think the albums get better the longer you sit on them because the more you kind of like, hey, I need to tweak that. Hey, maybe take out this song, put this on in instead.
I
Or do you
mean,
think it's better just to do it and be like, yeah, this is my time. I'm gonna just focus on that 100% and put
I
it
would
out.
say now I would say do it because like I mean I had so by the time Get Sippy Hippie was done, and it dropped in December. By January 1st, I had this album done that I'm dropping tonight. But see, moving and the computer going down, I had to get it all fixed. And she's all. I mean, I got her like a souped up now. She's like on steroids. I got her all fixed up. But at the time, I was stuck like Chuck, and I was like, no way, I can't even drop anything right now. So that's why we went into the music video and stuff for Death. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got to keep something going out there. So now that I got it back, I would definitely have to answer. If you're working on it, finish it up and get it out there and get on to the next one. Otherwise, I've always felt as a rapper, you should be able to rap all day. So, I mean, there shouldn't be no shortage of songs if you love doing it. So, I mean, get it done, put it out there, get some promo for it, and on to the next one. The people want to see more and more and more of anything that you like doing. So that's the whole thing is you can't have them waiting.
I've been liking your visuals, man, on Death, and this is for those. Have you been using? Do you produce those, or do you have a director that comes out and does that for you?
This is for those who's admire. And, like obviously when I book somebody, they'll kind of like give me an idea of what you kind of want, like as far as like a visual or blueprint. So we go off of that, and then this is for those. It's just I was basically putting everybody. I was trying to get everybody I can. Like a lot of my family was out of town. Some of them are on vacation, kind of thing you could say. And it's kind of hard to get everybody there at the time. So I'm actually gonna do a part 2 and get the rest of everybody in it. But yeah, everyone in that video was like people that I really cared about, people I grew up with, stuff like that. And
Oh yeah, you could tell.
yeah, that's what kind of was like. This is for those like my grandpa, my great grandpa was in that video drinking whiskey with me, and he hasn't drank whiskey in like 40, 50 years. So that was kind of a trip. But yeah, then for the next one, we went and got a Real Ones Films, just Rob and Danny, and basically I just wanted to do some good drone work, man. My boy Danny was out there working with my boy Looms on his video, and I was like, yo, I need to kind of see what I can wiggle into. So we went in on shit. I had to give me some Nipsey fits, so I went and got my little marathon fit, and yeah, we just drove around LA, had some fun. I brought them all out to LA for the weekend. We went and had a blast and just filmed what we could. The house we had a 4-story tree house in the damn thing, so I was up in the tree house trying not to fall and shit. But yeah, man, I try to kind of like get an idea before we go out there, just so when I walk around, it's like a chicken with a head cut off. But yeah, for the other half of it, they kind of hit me up like, hey, I can do this, I got this idea, and we kind of just bouncing back and forth.
Heck yeah. That's so dope. I also like I'm a fan of your old stuff too, man. I really like your old stuff. I like Nostalgia and Call That Shit Life with you and
Yeah.
Looms.
All That Shit Life actually is an interesting thing because that day we made the beat, wrote the song, recorded it, filmed the video that night, edited it, and released it all like in the same day. I was just like, all right.
Same day?
how,
Everything,
how
video, everything?
Yeah, dude, Grease got down. Like he was sitting right there. He edited like right there that night, and then we dropped it like the next morning. So it was like a 24-hour process. It was pretty cool.
Dang, I like that beat too. I like the laid back beats. That's just kind of like my vibe. But I
That's
like
that
the
little
dun, 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 like
those
just hits
pianos.
good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Loom's influencing me. Like, cause Loom's didn't go to the clubs ever. He was like, he's just that guy who like to smoke and chill. So he'd be like, we got to slow that down a little bit. So
Yeah. I'm definitely like I like the laid back beat. So I like when I hear your albums and you have some laid back songs. I'm like, oh yeah, I could definitely get down with that. But I like the
yeah,
bangers too, though. That goes
this
hard.
I feel you. I got a couple bangers on this one I'm dropping tonight. I actually like they got some heavy timpani drums and shit like in them, but they're not really bangers. Like I don't know. It's not like it's not hype stuff. I grew up in the hypey era, so
No,
to me,
yeah.
if I don't want to climb on a car, then it's not really banging right now. But yeah, I mean, some of these got a little more aggressive to them. Some of them got a little more of a laid back tone. I got some. I got some. One of my favorite songs. I love that song "Cocky" I just did. So I'm like one of my favorite songs is on this project. Between that and "Death" or "Pick a Side," those are two of my favorite songs I've done. And so yeah, I'm kind of juiced to drop this one tonight. 9/3s on the graphics right now. So this time I switched it up a little bit. So Looms always does my graphics normally, but he's like, nope, you got to find someone else this time. He's like, I want you to branch out. So my boy's always trying to help me grow. So yeah, reached out to 9/3, and so he's doing the one right now. And the next time I'm gonna do like some actual photos and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to switch it up the next couple projects, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun, man. I'm definitely gonna get some features and stuff like that. I usually don't really, I haven't been fucking with the features lately just because it's kind of like I don't like waiting on people. So it's like if they get it done, cool, then I'm gone. If not, I'll spit the verse. You know what I mean? So
No,
this
yeah, you
time,
could tell. You could tell from your last few albums that like I felt like Chronic 2017 was riddled with all kinds of features and stuff like that. And the features are cool. I like features a lot. But
yeah,
when you get to get Sippy Hippie, it's more of like you, and you still got a few features, but it's
it's
mostly
kind of
you.
like I feel like you kind of owe it to like fans or people that are actually paying attention because it's like they want to see you. They don't want to see like you and a friend all the time because otherwise, what they want to see either you or the friend. We get into somebody, so that's the best part about collaborating is you kind of get to like swap fans with people. Like, hey, I got some people you can get exposed to. You got some people I can get exposed to, and then people get good music. Spread it around faster like that. And at the end of the day, then you should have a little something that's you that they can kind of like solidly check out. So now I've got those under my belt. I'm trying to get a little something different. These next two are kind of like a sneak
Okay,
attack.
okay. What's this one dropping tonight? What's the name of it?
Not your average animal.
Not your average animal. Okay. How would you say the tracks are on this one, and like what's the mix like and stuff like that?
So this one, let's see. I kind of would say that this one's a little bit more upbeat because it's like only one or two slow songs, but it's also not like club stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit more something like that you can actually like be active to, and you don't got to sit there and just be stoned to listen to it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
But I kind of reached out to a few different people. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple different features. Some people that I always feature, of course, and I got some other boys on there too. And then due to recent events, so, I couldn't make it to a couple people. It was just kind of hard between like funerals, COVID, stuff like that. People just couldn't make it. So I got some singles that'll be dropping soon with some good people of mine that didn't make it to the album, but it's okay. Um, it's a hard time right now. Not everybody has a lab at home that they can just drop with. So it's like I'm blessed that I invested in that a long time ago, and I can just do what I need to. So because I got some boys that are itching to record, and man, it's been hard for them to make it, to a spot they can. So we got some stuff on the way. This album was definitely like it was kind of like I'm coming off the old Get Sippy Hippie vibe, so I was just really still itching to make a lot of tracks, and so I was just boom, 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 shooting out whatever I can, and so it's kind of like a mixture. That's why this one I would call more like a mixtape than an album, but you know what I mean. I call them all albums right now just because I'm old.
Oh yeah. Are you signed to any labels, or is it just you at the moment?
No, I own my own label actually, so I own
Okay.
all my everything. So I get 100% of all my shit, like just like Nip. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, heck yeah.
luckily, I was already doing that. So once I started actually listening to all the interviews from Nip and shit, I was just like, okay, cool. At least I'm not the only one doing this, because it's kind of nice to see somebody make it in the blueprint that you're trying to kind of step through. So it's kind of nice. Yeah. Besides that, like, I don't really think I'd ever sign to a label. I don't really. I don't do credit cards and stuff like that. I like cash. I don't need a $300,000 bonus that I got to pay back later with a little tiny bit of money I get from each CD. I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Especially
hey, not every
creative creation too, all that good
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Not every deal is bad. You can meet some people out there that got good ones and stuff. It's just, I'm happy where I'm at, so there's really no need for me to kind of swap it up.
No, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. The visuals on some of your music videos are really cool, man. I like the one in is it called Take a Walk, where it's all bloody and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, that was a fun one. That was the last one I did with Indica Films. We gotta reconnect and do another one here soon. But yeah, that one was real fun, man. Shout out to Gotham for letting me ruin his fucking brand new warehouse that night, because he just painted that thing and got all the drywall up, and he let me come in and smear paint everywhere and broken glass and records and ivory. I still got a scar on my arm because I slipped on some paint, got stabbed by that thing I was breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, I was just skating the other day in the shoes I wear from Take a Walk, because I have the whole outfit still like put away. But I just
Oh shit.
I like to bust them out every now and then. Yeah, I try to like shadow box every outfit from every video, so when I'm old, I can check that shit out and be like, when I was a little whippersnapper.
Yeah. When you're doing visuals and doing music videos and stuff like that, what goes into it? Is it an idea you have for that song, or is it like this song I know that I'm gonna make a music video for, or is it kind of
No,
like it's just an idea that comes up all of a sudden?
if I could, I'd make a video for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't like to sit on my porch and do videos, so it's like my videos kind of get expensive. And since I'm not signed, I'll be my own budget. I try to kind of space them out so that way I don't have to like half-ass any of them. I like to put at least a good, solid budget into everyone I do now. So if I could, I'd do a video to every song, just because like every song has a visual in my head, like a place where I wrote it. I used to tell everybody that when I'm making beats, I'm basically making like a soundtrack for where I'm at. So if I could, I'd make a video for everyone. But for now, it's just kind of like which ones really stand out, or which ones I feel like were like the exceptional tracks of the album.
Yeah, I feel it. Really cool visuals and stuff like that.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
they're amazing, man. Like I said, your songs are amazing, brother. Um,
The next one we're doing is Gotta out in Vegas, and I got a drop top with $35,000 cash blown out the back window and out onto the strip. So that's gonna be a
oh
good one too.
shit, it's gonna be crazy, brother. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I figured I gotta step it up from the last one. So
No, yeah, I definitely feel it. Are you gonna make any? Do you have your own merch too, or is that the Get Sippy Hippie one's the only merch at the moment?
I have this Mississippi one right here. I have some other ones too that I have. Me and Lynn's actually are sitting here pressing up about, I don't know, new colors of this one, and I got like 3 other designs that I got going. So I just got to make it over to his shop and press it up with him. He takes care of my merch and shit for me. Shout out Lance. He takes care of down here everything that I can't take care of. I'm like, hey, I need to find this movie, right? That's like it's like my hacker down there. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
man of all trades, man. He's got down there. I don't know what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I go out there and me and him just kind of bounce ideas off each other. What's actually like. Because I was gonna get the Get Sippy Hippie actual cover printed, and he was like, "Damn, that's a lot of colors." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel you." So, sometimes I kind of go too outrageous, but yeah, we're still getting those ones done. So we kind of had to pay a little bit more for those, so it's okay. I wanted to get it
oh
done for the
yeah.
people.
Those would be sick. That'll be sick.
Yeah,
But
I'm getting shorts and all that stuff coming up, for the end of the summer, and then some sweatpants for the winter and all that. I got like 60, 70 designs on the computer. I just got to kind of make it the lens and print them up.
hell yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Used to do some scenes. Used to be an actor. I used to work with Christopher Velasquez. That's how I kind of like got in
Yeah,
contact with you and stuff like that. Would you still consider being or doing scenes or being an actor, or are you kind of just focus on your music at the moment?
hell yeah, bro. I'm a nerd. I like to do all that. When I was a kid, I loved playing make believe or whatever like that, or whatever people want to do. You know what I mean? I can get into characters. Shit, I'll have fun. And it was funny actually working with Chris. You know, I had to do some of my first dialogues, and it's funny as hell watching them back now. I'm just like, God, I was awkward.
Yeah, right. I know the first scene I did with him, we were at the little parking garage in Merced, you know those two ones, and we were
Yep.
doing like this thing that he was filming for challenge, and I was like a sophomore in high school, bro. So like I was a nerd, man, had my glasses and everything,
You're
and
like, heck yeah.
yeah, I just felt so awkward, man, on the camera, being on the camera and stuff like that. I was like,
Yeah,
damn. And he says that he still has it. He's gonna send it to me, but yeah, I just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
feeling awkward and just being like, damn, I was fucking awful at that.
Yeah, he has some old videos that me and him did too, and I have friends that call me like, "Yo," like one video we did, we killed off one of my friends, Mondo, and I'm like dragging him through the woods, and my buddy Mondo's like, "Hey, I want to show somebody the video where you kill me," and it's gone. So like, you know, Chris has some of the hidden gems that he like put in his vault. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's funny. He has some old stuff for me where I was kind of like super awkward. You know, it's a trip. I love the nostalgia video that we did together. That's still one of my favorite tracks and videos. And then he actually was cool enough to like when he was in the whole art hop thing. He put it inside like the theater. So that's cool. I still got the poster at the house and shit.
That's how I saw it. That's how I saw nostalgia. I was at the R Hop, and that's how he gave me my first scene. But I went to the R Hop to meet him, and then we were gonna talk about getting a scene. And I watched the thing, and he showed nostalgia, and I was like, "Damn, that's a good ass beat, and it's good
Yeah,
visuals too." But
yeah,
I
appreciate it.
like where'd you come up with the beat for nostalgia?
So that's actually sampled from a band called Mum, and they're from Iceland. And I just used to like to listen to their music when I was baked, bro. And before I even made beats, I would just kind of like drive around and listen to them. And yeah, I was like, well, shit, I got to sample them, and so I will just cut them with it. I actually have a few songs that are sampled from them. Let's see, what was the other one I did? I think it's maybe from Colin, but yeah, I have 2 or 3 songs that I sampled from them. They're an interesting experimental group, and then you know I wanted to put some good like some good just like boom bap kind of drums over it, and then yeah. So I don't know. It's just like that's me and Looms, and then my boy Jordan, who does all the tattoos, you know, Jordan Busby. So we were just sitting there kicking back, chilling. Chris had the Dragon Balls, and so I was like, you know, we had
Yeah, I
those
seen
and that real
that.
quick. Yeah, that was
Say it
pretty
like I'm
fun.
Goku.
So yeah, exactly. I'm saying like I'm Goku. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, man. That one's really cool. I don't know why it still sticks with me and shit, but I like that one. What was it? I kind of made that one like when I was getting into like some like more of my chill vibe and stuff like that. Like I made like Erase My Face and a few other ones, which took like 4 weeks to make the graphic for because they had to literally erase my face from a picture, and I was just like, I swear there's an easier way to do this, but we just weren't that good at it yet, so it took me
No,
forever.
yeah, I feel it. I feel it. How much did you learn coming up and stuff like that, being an artist and stuff like that? Because it is hard to learn. It's even hard for myself to edit videos now and stuff like that, and doing the microphone work and stuff like that. It's hard. It's hard for people to start up.
I
Um,
mean, you got to think people like go to school for this, you know, and it's like
mm,
go into debt just like you would if you're trying to be like, you know, a therapist or anything like that, you know. So to me, I'm blessed or lucky that I just loved it so much. I sit there and tinker with stuff all day, and I got a pretty good sound out of it. I have friends that went to school, and they're like, "There's really no need for you to go to school. You damn near know everything." And I was like, "Well, shit, I just kind of want to go, you know, certifications and all that good stuff." But I mean, for now, I'm when I get into music or I'm in the booth, I'm on the desk to make a beat. It's just, you know, it's all pure fun to me. It just kind of flows out. It's like I try not to, like I said, I don't want to force it. So the learning process is actually an interesting question because I was just telling my buddy the other day who's learning piano. I was like, man, you actually know more than piano than I do, and he's only playing like a year, and he's like, no way. And I was like, dude, I just feel it, you know. I just kind of play it, and how I play it, I couldn't tell you what I'm playing, where I'm playing, and da 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 da. So it's like you said, it's kind of hard to learn, but it's like I used to like, you know, be an asshole. Like when I was playing guitar, I was like, no, I gotta learn everything I can or whatever. So getting into beats, it was kind of like a fresh drink of water because it's like, man, I don't have to sit here and be so anal about the music theory. I can just kind of sit here and just like feel it. You know, as long as my head is bobbing, then I was like, okay, cool, we're good. So the hardest thing to do is just, you know, keep up with the technology because you sit there and you get stuck, you know, trying to just create every day and you realize, well, dang, there's 5 new keyboards out, or like when I went and got Machine, that changed my whole game. I started making dubstep beats and all that kind of stuff a lot easier. So that's fun. You know what I mean? It's a trip. And actually, I got to meet Sonny Moore way back in the day when he was from First to Last when we were doing shows together. So, you know, dubstep to be able to finally make it was kind of cool. It was a big trip.
I remember first finding you out, man. Me personally, when I first heard of you, like I said, I saw the nostalgic video and stuff like that. But after that, you came out with Like a Pro, and I
Yeah,
was like, oh, that's a dope ass video too, man. I like that video.
that,
You guys did
that
good
one
on
was
it. But that's
good.
definitely like a club song, man.
The actual owner of Univision, that's his Lambo and his house that we're chilling at, and he was hella cool, man. We had dinner with him and his wife, and he flew in a helicopter when I was filming. I was like, big baller, look out. So
Yeah,
that was an interesting experience. I was only like 18 and 19. No, it was 19 and 20 when we filmed it. And LIZ, you know, he's popping at the time, and he was doing real good. So he killed it, man. We had a blast that time. We rented all kinds of different, you know, we had a stretch Escalades and stretch Navigators. We were throwing parties at the mansion, and then went and drove around the town and poured some vodka on the Escalade and slapped a little camera on it. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a cool time, man. Good memories on that one.
had the limo,
Yeah, the limo. My
had Looms
cousin
doing the
was in it.
backflip.
Yeah, hey, Looms got famous from that. Everyone was like, "That's the dude who does the flip in your video."
Yeah, yep.
Straight up. One dude I remember was like, "Does he really do it like that?" And I was like, "Yo, I don't want to break your heart, but no, that's Cameron." He did a backflip and they reversed it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. This one guy thought that Looms really just like
Oh, that he
jumped up.
went down. Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I thought you meant he didn't do the backflip. I was like, what? It looks like he did.
Oh no, Looms can do a backflip off my hand. If I put my hand out, he'll just run up and do a backflip off my hand. He's nasty, but he's not a demon. You know, he can't fly backwards.
That dude's limbo, man. That dude's always dancing in your vids or flipping or doing something. I've seen him in a couple of your vids.
He helped film like, you know, a good 1/3 of Death, the recent video I just dropped. So like the shots of me smoking in the house, that's Looms on the camera. So he's a man of many talents, man. He kind of gets bored of one thing and learns two others. So I mean, just recently, me and him started skateboarding together. So I was like, whatever, dude, let's get back into skating. I guess shit, we break our arm, you know, whatever, we break our arm. So we've been having fun with that lately. And now he's randomly gonna go to barber school. My boy just likes to learn like whatever he can. It's a trip. So yeah, man, he's a character.
That's cool, man. That's some of the best people, man. My boy is the exact same way. He's into all kinds of stuff, like all different times. It's like, what, you were just into this the other week, bro?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up. It's like, oh, so you're bored at that? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, my boy just bought like a brand new dirt bike, and he's fucking working on it like every day. And I'm like, bro, like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just dropped $3,000. I just dropped 3,000 on it. I'm like, bro, what?
It's true when someone does that because you're like, that's an actual big hobby, like just to jump into out of nowhere, like, you know.
And he's doing it good. That's the thing. He does the shit good too. That's the thing. I'm like, damn, he's like fucking does it good. Like he did beats, he did beats, and he's like making an album. He wants to do an album, and he's fucking good. That's the thing. And he made his dirt bike dope as fuck. He's fucking.
Oh yeah.
He hops into shit easy.
Yeah, I'm similar the same ways, but not like everything. You know what I mean, I can't just jump in everything. It's like because I like to get like almost obsessed with something when I like it. Like I'll sit there for 5 days straight.
I have to get obsessed, man.
Yeah, I used to like when a video game drops. Please believe, so you might as well not even talk to me. I'm all in that thing until it's beaten. You know, especially like God of Wars and.
Yeah, definitely the RPGs. Did we lose him? Sorry about that. All of our audio listeners. Zee Krawnik's phone overheated, but we're all good. We're back at it. I think we were talking about characters and how our buddies would just jump into shit and they're good at it and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I was all, oh, what the heck? My phone had a big old emergency like sign on it. I was like, oh no.
California heat is real, man. Shit.
Yeah, I was like that or the smoke or I don't know what it was. I had my AC on. I don't know. It's all right. I don't really question stuff like that. Me and technology don't get along at all.
I feel it, man. I feel it. Now that you're living in LA, and you do say that it is a lot different than Merced, because Merced, you do have some people that are like, we have some crackheads, some not good characters and stuff like that. A lot of homeless people, and it sucks that they put themselves in that situation. Is there some people out there in LA too that they're like the same, that you're into like same situations?
Yeah. It seems like the bigger cities, got it first, and it kind of trickles down over to places like this, like Merced. So I remember growing up, you see people coming like, I'm from here and I'm from there, and I'm like, why would you leave? And they're like, because shit, we couldn't afford it. And it's like, well, shit, you know, usually it's because either someone had a habit or someone just, you know, was had like a health issue or whatever it may be, you know, make it hard to make ends meet. So a lot of that just spread out to the cities, and now it's a trip, you know, seeing Merced kind of like get infested over the last few years of just a lot of just like a lot of problems, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, yeah, it's kind of crazy out here. Even my cousin called me this morning. He was like, "Hey, be careful when you're in Merced." I'm like, well, you know, I'm from here, right? So it's okay. I'm used to it. So.
No, yeah, you do gotta be careful, man. I had this situation the other day where I was at this gas station and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, come over here," and I'm like, "All right." He's like, "You want some hand sanitizer?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I could use some hand sanitizer. It's hard to come by nowadays."
yeah, yeah.
He's like, "All right, I'll give you some hand sanitizer, but you gotta show me your dick." And I was like, I was like, I was like, I was like, "You want to see my dick? My dick?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I just want to, hold it and pet it and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're fucking sick, man. Sick people nowadays, bro. I swear."
Yeah, there it is, my boy. Yeah, that shit's off the chain right there. Yeah, I feel you. I did it throughout the sanitizer. I was just like, check this out. That's funny shit. I remember when I first seen that joke, I was dying laughing. This guy's like, man, this guy offered me, a 12-pack of Heineken, showing me his dick or showing my dick, and next thing you know, the guy sips the Heineken. He's like, crazy world.
That's where I get that shit, man. I love that fucking joke so much. I tell that to people all the time. They're like, "Are you serious?" And I do that. They're like, "What the? You did it!" That shit's good, man.
I'm gonna actually start doing it to people. I'll sit there and just be like, hey, man. And people are like, what the fuck? That's the other side of the joke. That's not good. I'll show up with like a 12-pack and a Heineken.
Yeah, do that all shit. You are a beer connoisseur, man. I could see from your Instagram. You like beers, man. What are your favorite types of beers, brother? You like stouts, lagers, stuff like that? What do you like?
I'm an IPA junkie. Like, I'm just, I love them. That's me and my uncle. My uncle got me into brewing, and so me and him just like started a little brewery together, and just basically made a bunch of his recipes. He's better at it than I am, but I was there always taste testing everything with him and cooking it up, and it was cool, man. For like a summer or two, it was nice having a little different kind of hobby, and it was cool. The beer was actually getting actually some good reviews and shit, and we made some that were 17 and 18% alcohol, so it's like you only drink 1 or 2 beers and you're feeling great, so. I tend to lean more towards the IPAs. I'm not really a big stout guy just because I don't like the chocolate or like the coffee kind of taste that it's got. So me though, I mean shit, I'm down to drink anything too thin to chew though when I'm out and about. So I mean I'm not too picky. I'm more of a whiskey and IPA guy though, because if it's not gonna hit me, then I don't really care to drink it.
Classy, man. Like it. So coming that your name is Zee Krawnik, man, I was wondering this, man. When are we gonna have a chronic weed strain or a chronic beer strain coming out, man?
I should get into that. Yeah, I got a lot of friends that that like to grow, and they definitely got the whole science of it down with all the phenols and everything. So I could definitely kind of get my own little strain going real quick. So
Oh yeah, I definitely ZK strain, something like that. That'd be sick.
I should go hit up Summer Boys or some shit and talk to them about that shit. Mike and they just did that fucking 1,200 gram smoke out the other day. So it's over 1,000 grams of wax they put in the smoke out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna talk to them about making me like my own strain of wax. Well, not strain of wax, but like my own wax. You know what I'm saying? So.
When was the first time you ever smoked weed?
Ninth grade. Did school and went and smoked a whole 1/8 and a half, and everybody else got sick but me. I ate a whole chicken. I ate
a whole
the legs, the thighs, the wings, and I watched Harold and Kumar. Yeah, it was a good time. Ditched school, like a normal little badass kid. Tried to weed for the first time, and it was fun, man. All my other boys, rest in peace, Justin. But yeah, he was sitting there just throwing up out his window, man. They all got hella baked, and I was sitting there just like, this is a blast.
The first time I ever smoked weed, man, I was super young. I was younger than I should be, but I didn't get high. I didn't really get high the first time.
I've heard that from people before.
I didn't really get high the first time. I was like, oh, I felt just kind of normal. But there was this other time. I don't think I was doing it right. But there's this other time I'd go to my friend's house. He was like across the street, and he had an older sister, and she was smoking weed. And me, like being a badass kid, I was like, yeah, I smoked weed before. And then I smoked weed with them, and then they seen how I was smoking, and then they're like, no, 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 you got to inhale. And I was like, all right. So I went and I inhaled it, and then I got baked off my ass, man.
Totally different show then.
Yeah, yeah. I was rolling around laughing. I was like, what is this? It was all
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
place, man.
I used to have like a thing where I like got like a lot of my friends high for their first time. Like I used to like it's like a hobby of mine. You know what I mean? They'd be like, come on, yeah, I'll get you high. Come on over here. So like I got a lot of friends. Like I mean, another artist in town, Johnny Boy. I mean, he just put on pictures of the day, and he was like, if you wonder why my weed tolerance is so high, it's because I learned to smoke with Zee Krawnik. So I
Yeah, I
almost
used
have.
to.
I think watch.
Yeah,
I'll
hell
send
yeah.
it to you. I got on my hard drive on my computer. I have almost every rapper from Merced just dying off a dab at my house. I mean, just dying. I mean, everybody. I have everyone just like, I got Vicious like, oh my God. I got PA. I got a bunch of people like, anybody that raps this kind of the studio. Yeah, I give them dabs, get them fucked up.
Yeah, I don't really smoke as
Yes,
much anymore, just because I like to focus and stuff like that. My brother, he smokes a lot and stuff like that. He's got the dab rigs and smokes and everything like that. He's a heavy smoker, man. What was that?
Nothing wrong with getting some focus.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, no, definitely not. I like CBD though. I'm definitely into that. I like the CBD strains, and I smoke that. I have a CBD pre rolls. I smoke before bed sometimes, or I take the drops.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I got like
That's,
some rubs. I got a rub for my friend one time, and that shit was nice, man. I rubbed it on my knees or whatever after I was playing basketball or whatever. Like, if I'm sore, I would just go straight to that little rub, man. I just damn near be like, apply as fast as I could.
I feel it. I feel
I
it.
ran out. I haven't got some since. And the other day, my boy, fucking Lance gave me this damn liquid THC, like it's like Canaline.
Oh,
And
Kenley, yeah. I used to have that stuff too.
I thought I was big shit, fam. And I sat there and poured that whole thing into a half a squirt and
Oh
fucked
man.
myself up. Ooh, man. Lens was dying laughing. He's like, I knew you would pour the whole thing in one. He's like, it's like 4 doses. I was like, yeah, thanks for telling me, bud. I was so high that I was spinning in circles, and I haven't been like that in I don't know how long.
How
Probably
long?
since like Bush was president or some shit.
No, yeah, that Kenley, man. It's crazy the stuff that they came out with nowadays, man. I remember it was just when I was a kid, it was just like the regular tree, but as I get older, it's like they come out with a whole bunch of shit. The Canaline, the gummies, the fucking pens, fucking all kinds of shit, man. There's all kinds of accessories and shit like that.
I mean, you got tinctures now. You can just like take a couple drops and you're high. You don't even got to smoke or anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I gave my mom an edible while I was down here the other night. Me and my boy Darian, and she woke up the next morning and she's like, I can still barely open my eyes. She was pissed off.
Those are the best when you don't tell people, or like it's the older people and you kind of get them high.
Yep.
That's the best. We've been trying
It's always your best buzz.
We've been trying to get my best friend's mom high for the last time, and he got her high, and I was like, oh man, I'm trying to see you high. She doesn't want to do it in front of me, but I'm like, I'm trying to see you high. She's like, no, like I'm not gonna do it, but she does it sometimes. It's hella funny.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like growing up, I had a friend, and his dad would be like, hey, what are you guys doing? You guys in here smoking pot? And I was just like, that's so funny at the time to hear someone call it pot. I was just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And eventually I was just like, I started making fun of him and stuff. And then my dumb ass started saying it because I made fun of him so much. I'd be like, come on, let's go smoke some pot. And I was like, oh,
Smoke some pot, man. I feel it. I got my, I used to get these printer papers, man. And if I didn't have, because I was a kid, so I was doing this way younger than I should have been. So I didn't have papers or blunt wraps available to anything like that available to me. So I'd get printer paper from a regular printer. Yeah, and I'd roll that up into some weed that I stole from wherever. And then I'd smoke paper, straight paper with weed in it.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, That's probably, what I'm saying, why your immune system's a lot stronger nowadays. We used to drink out of hoses and actual smoke real paper.
Kids are soft nowadays, man. It's crazy. They just stay inside on their tablets, man, or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. I'm glad I'm not like a little kid right now because I love that I got to run around and scrape my knees up and catch fades and shit with everybody and shit. I mean, I never stole bikes, but shit, I was always good at building on them and shit when friends would get their shit stolen or whatever. I don't know. I don't really like to steal. It just stresses me the fuck out. So I mean, it just wasn't my thing. But you know, it's part of. So it was nice to be able to grow up like with like the last bit of like I guess you could say real childhood almost. You know?
No, yeah, I really like that too. I like being outside. We would go and explore, go to Bear Creek when it'd be empty. We'd go and like deep in there and like look at shit, get in all types of shit. It'd be like an
Yeah,
adventure, like me and my friends and stuff like that. My friends was like, he was like overweight too, and he'd go outside himself, and we go outside, ride bikes, all kinds of everything.
it's like my
And
cousin. I mean, my cousin go everywhere with me.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, me and this guy we went everywhere together. And I was asking this little kid the other day because it was my partner's little brother. And I was like, hey, what would you rather do? I was like, would you rather go outside all day, you know, and play whatever you want, go outside and do whatever you want, or would you rather stay inside and play the tablet? He's like, oh, I picked the tablet all day. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I like playing the tablet.
Like, yeah.
I'm like,
I
man,
mean, on one hand, it's kind of safer, you know, because like the world's a little more crazy than it was when we were kids. But at the same time, we were a little more crazy than the kids are now. So it evens out, you know what I mean? We
yeah, you're right. You're right
I
about
mean,
that. I
she
feel
growing
that.
up watching like Ren and Stimpy and all that kind of shit. Like you don't see no cartoons no more. You know what I mean? Like none of that
Yeah,
kind of
it's
stuff.
crazy.
So
You get
they
canceled
definitely,
nowadays for shit like that, man.
yeah, you definitely will. You know, you got to be careful. That was no more Rick and Morty out of nowhere. You know, you gotta be careful what you put out there. I guess nowadays. So that's why I try to be careful when I do a video too. You know, I'm pretty fucking wild, but I try to keep it to where I don't offend nobody because you know what I mean. I don't want to bad influence anybody that watch the video. So
No, that's what I was saying. I was kind of scared of starting this just because it is 2020 and like I don't want to offend no one. You could say, you know, people could take what we say out of context easily. It's just so easy. Someone
oh
doesn't
yeah,
like you, they can take anything out of
oh yeah,
context nowadays, and it just destroys your livelihood and fucks you up, man.
yeah.
It
And
sucks.
it's like
I hate seeing it done to people.
nowadays, if you want to complain, people will listen. And you know, I'm just not one of those people that's gonna listen. So I mean, hey, if someone wants to complain, you know, there's plenty of people in the world right now that'll sit there and agree or at least, you know, riot with you, like type thing, like back what was it in the animal? He's like back of the mob, you know, even if you're not there for a good reason, you're still part of the mob, you know. It's just everyone nowadays is just a little too touchy for me. So it's okay though, you know. I mean shit, I don't gotta grow up in it anymore. I'm already grown, so it's like I go see how the next generation does the children. My niece and nephew, my nephew, you know, he's designing video games, and my niece is doing jujitsu. Like, so I'm like,
Oh, that's
well,
sick.
okay, you guys don't seem too bad. Same shit I was trying to do.
Yeah, definitely,
So,
definitely. It's so crazy that you said you're interested in video games. I didn't take you as that kind of person, man. What kind of video games were you into, man?
yeah,
Growing up, you said the Halo, and what else were you into?
I like Halo, God of War, man. I liked, let's see what else did I have? I liked the Need for Speeds, like the Undergrounds and stuff. I liked, what else did I have? I mean, shit. In the back of my car, I just keep like I got like about $500 in games in the back of the car. So it's like what Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we got Metro, we got some old Need for Speed, we got Mortal Kombat, and Spider-Man, and Red Dead. Man, I play a little bit of everything. I'm not really too picky. Actually, when I grew the mustache, I was playing a whole lot of Red Dead, and I was drinking a shit ton of whiskey. So that might be where the mustache kind of like sprouted from
Red
me.
Dead, my brother, yeah, he fucked with that game too. You play Modern Warfare?
I haven't played a video game in a year and a half because my console broke and I purposely didn't fix it. So all it was in my HDMI port. I could have got it soldered, but I was like, nah, it's distracting me. So I just focused. That's when I did Get Sippy Hippie, and then I did the Not Your Average Animal. And so now I'm just like I'm trying to squeeze out one more album before the 5 drops. So that works. I know me. I'm just gonna be balls deep in that motherfucker just for like weeks. So
I feel it, man. I
I
feel it.
gotta.
You've been rocking these glasses lately, man. Where'd you pick these? Where'd you pick them up? They're nice.
Yeah, these Burberry. These are my Burberries. My boy Nick out in Monterey actually hooked me up with these. It's like they're the only one. I've never seen them since, so I was like, yeah, I gotta get them. It's kind of like my not signature, you know what I mean? But between this and the mustache stuff, people were starting to be like, oh yeah, for sure, there's Zee. So it's like shit. I gotta keep the glasses if I lose the stash, but you know what I mean. I still like watches and shit like that. I've always liked watches myself because. I mean, I used to have chains and shit too. I went out and spent the money on the chain, and I was just too wild, man. I was wrestling around with my grandpa. Like I went to pick him up and just like dunk him onto my big old beanbag. I have a 6-foot beanbag, and I ripped my chain snatched my damn self. I was like,
Ah,
no. So it's okay, you know.
are
Some
you
things
into
happen and
like
shit. So
wearing
I
chains
ordered a new
nowadays,
one the other
or?
day. I don't know. I don't like having to watch something to swing down all the time. That's why I kind of like watches and glasses. But I just ordered a pinky ring and a chain from Versace the other day, so we'll see how this one goes.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel it. I'm not a
I'm a little
chain
more
guy, man. I
grown.
can't even wear a chain or a necklace, man. I just feel like it doesn't look right on me.
I'm Italian. I love everything gold and flashy. You know what I mean? I'm like attracted to it like a bug. I'm like, ooh, what's that?
Would you rather? Alrighty, Zee Krawnik, are you ready for Would You Rather, my man?
Let's do it, brother. I'm ready.
Alrighty. First question is, would you rather have the career of Biggie Smalls or Tupac?
Biggie.
Biggie?
Baby, baby.
Why would you pick
Yeah, I've
Biggie?
always been a more Biggie. I've always been a Biggie fan. Like, you can ask any of my boys, I've always been a Biggie fan. Nothing against Pac. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like Biggie was who he was, and it seemed like Pac was just trying to be too many people at once. You know what I mean? To me, it's like he's a very brilliant guy. He had a lot to say. It's like, you know, I think he should just been more of like a passionate, I don't know, not a tough guy so much. You know what I'm saying? Oops, you still there?
Yes, sir.
My bad. Yeah,
Uh,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I picked Biggie
I just feel like
myself too, bro. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, you know, like Biggie even told him, he was like, hey, you know, get away from Haitian Jack, and then those guys are actually fucking dangerous. And it's like, Pac didn't need to be around them. He wanted to be around them. It's like, yeah, it's not really something I'd want. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather take the Versace and the Biggie Smalls with the Kane lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you know he died young, both of them, but it's like, hey, you know, that seems a little more fitting for me. I'm not really trying to be getting shot and shit.
No, yeah, I feel it. I pick Biggie too. I just like I like Biggie's music. I always vibe a little bit better with it. I like Tupac too. Don't get me wrong. Of course, he's got
Oh yeah,
classics.
I like Pac as a person even more than I do as a rapper. Weirdly enough, and a lot of people get mad at me for saying that. It's like, oh, you're tripping, but that's just a personal preference. I got songs from Pac though that, you know, I mean, some of this beats stay in my goddamn head all the time. They just don't get out. Whereas with Biggie, I'm more into the lyrics. I actually kind of like got some of my rhyme inspiration from Biggie, you know, because he'll kind of like he'll rhyme the word and then to start the next sentence with the first word and then change the rhyme scheme. So it's kind of like it helps. It like taught me how to do transitions, you know. So
No, yeah, I feel it. Well, the people I put on Instagram, these are Instagram polls. 17% said Biggie and 84% said Tupac. So Tupac edged us out a little bit more, man.
Oh, you already know where we're from. Everyone's gonna pick Pac, you know.
Absolutely. Alrighty. For the second question is, would you rather never talk to anyone again or never eat a good meal again?
Oh, I'm a food guy, bro. I'm hermit. I'm gonna have to cut everyone off because I need my food. I can't eat shitty food, bro. You know, I like to eat. I know it doesn't look like it. I'm skinny as hell, but I love food, bro.
I love food too, man. What are some of your favorite spots to go to, man? Or favorite meals, man?
So let's see. A whaling station in Monterey. I like them. And there used to be a place called Nancy Dean's, but they closed down because of COVID, sadly. But Nancy Dean's was really fire. Out here in Merced, you know, I fuck with Alasadero. I used to fucking work at the Chico, so I used to fuck with that all
Oh,
the time.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fun, man. I swear to God, we used to eat all the time. Good food. Slamming beers in the freezer and shit. It was a good time out there. Yeah, you know, I mean, I think I fucked all over that restaurant shit. So when I went there, it's probably not a good thing to say, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I fuck with them, and then I go out of town. Like if I go to San Francisco, I like to stop by Buca de Pepos. If I go to let's see, if I go down to Fresno, I like going to Piemonte's, Sam's Deli. You know, there's a lot of different little places I'm trying to pop up with, but you know, if I can, I just try to keep it pretty simple. I like to cook too, so man, I worked in restaurants a long time, so I love food, man. I like the flavor.
Hell yeah, I'll pick food too, man. Man, I can't go without food, man. I love everything, bro. So I pick no people. And the results are 100% meal. People would pick the meal. They'd rather eat. So that just goes to show.
Yeah, you can't be eating the corn dogs and having to hang out with people all day long. It's just not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I feel it. Third question: would you rather wear one color every day or 7 colors every day?
Probably 7 colors because I'm like into those all over Versace print shirts and like the all over Gucci print shirts and shit. Like in the house, in my grandma's house, I got this like Chinese silk rag I've been wearing as a mask just because it's got so much different designs on it. So You know what I mean? I never bang anything like that. I get bored wearing one whole color. So yeah,
No,
I
I
just go
feel
for
it.
seven different colors.
Yeah, I've been into these 80s styles stripes lately, man. I'll just show you one because I have it right
There we
here.
go.
I have it right next to my closet.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've been lately into these 80s styles fucking stripes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like that Anthony Michael Hall shit.
Yeah, you feel
That
me?
shit, what are you wearing? 16 candles, huh?
Yeah, so I've been into like I don't
Yeah,
know why. It's just the stripes. I like the colors, and I don't know. It just kind of goes good with everything. But I like my solid colors too.
I
So
feel you. When I had the mustache, bro, I was wearing a suit every day, so I would just walk around looking like I was from fucking like 1880 or something. I mean, I like to dress different. Like right now, I got my merch on and I'm wearing some panda pants from South Korea with some Gumby socks. Like, you know, I'm kind of random with my dress up unless it's an event. You'll catch me out in the daily activity. You'll be like, what in the hell is he wearing?
yeah,
I wear whatever catches my eye. You know.
absolutely. So the results for this one, man, 57% said one color, 43% said seven colors. Man, y'all tripping, man. You got to pick the colors, man.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta have some fun in your life. You know, it's not the
Absolutely.
'90s no more. You can't just match.
Right?
Yeah,
What's it called?
right.
So here is our fourth one, man. Would you rather do a song with Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa was actually like when I started making beats, like that's all I wanted to make beats for was Taylor Gang. Like that's like all I wanted. So I mean, I definitely got to go for Wiz. No disrespect to Uncle Snoop, just yeah, no, I got to go for Wiz because, you know what I mean. He's my boy. Shit, I mean, I've been listening to him for years. And don't get me wrong, I grew up on Snoop, but still, it's like, you know, it's kind of like it's a little bit more my age. Is the Wiz shit. I like damn near like what, like 4 albums of Wiz. You know what I mean? Like, so I rather tolerate Taylor Alderdice. I kind of started falling off. That was like the last one I really fucked with, like heavy. But yeah, nah, I gotta say Wiz, man. I gotta say Wiz.
No, I totally agree with that one too, man. I would pick Wiz myself, brother. I've been listening to him ever since like I want to say middle school when he first came out and started popping. And I was like, damn, I dig this dude. And
Yeah.
I was already weed influenced too. I was weed influenced, and so like I was like, yeah, this is our guy, man.
Yeah. You're like, it's right up my alley, right
Yeah.
here.
So I would do a
It was
song with
funny.
Wiz,
It was
man.
like I'd go to a party and everybody was smoking weed and wearing Chuck Taylors and out of nowhere I'm like, well, aren't you fucking dandy, little Taylor gang everywhere?
Taylor Gang, yeah. So 75% said Snoop Dogg and 26% said Wiz Khalifa, man. Damn, we fell
Yeah,
short
that's
again.
crazy. I mean, hey, I feel it. I mean, Snoop, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you're an artist, you get almost like a guaranteed placement with that. But at the same time, too, you know, I mean, I hope you smoke weed because, you know, that man is going to chief out in the studio either way, either one of them.
It's crazy. I was watching this interview and it was with Seth Rogen and he had Snoop Dogg. I think it was Howard Stern. Like they were both on Howard Stern, and Seth Rogen was like,
Okay.
I guess Snoop has this guy that rolls his own like weed for him and just like passes it to him all the time. Like, and Seth Rogen was like, no, yeah, there's this dude that just chills with him, and his job is just to roll fucking blunts. And he's like, I was looking at this guy stoned as fuck rolling blunts and passing it to Snoop all day. So that dude does smoke, man. That's
That's off the
crazy.
chain, yeah. Yeah, when I used to smoke like heavy, like all day, you know what I'm saying? I would always just like, yeah, I wish these fools would try to test me like one of the big smokers. Like I opened up for Be Real when I was in a death metal band. And so it's like, I remember I went to smoke with him and Ice Cube and they're like, no, I'm already lit. And I was like, damn, you guys tapped out? I was like, that's crazy. And I was like, then I realized that they just didn't trust which weed I have. They're just like, who the fuck are you? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, you know, at the time I thought I was like, oh, we outsmoked Cypress Hill. No, that's not how it went down.
And then the last question, I don't know if you know wrestling, but would you rather have a beer with Stone Cold Steve Austin or Ric Flair?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler growing up. Austin 316, you know what I'm saying? Open up a can and whoop ass and all that shit. That's my boy, bro. Like if I fucking wasn't so not white, like, I know it looks like I'm hella white, but I'm not a Texas badass kind of dude, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'd have to go with Ric Flair because I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to, the Rolex wearing, private jet flying. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we having a beer with Ric Flair, it's gonna be a fucking extensial or like a exquisite kind of beer. I can tell you that. So, and not to mention, Steve Stone Cold don't really drink his beer. He just kind of like pours it on his damn face.
Yeah. He's crazy. He's crazy, motherfucker.
I loved him. The Texas Rattlesnake growing up was one of my heroes, man. I had like 6 of his action figures and shit, man. It was tight. But yeah, as far as wrestling, wrestling, man, I love wrestling. I was actually gonna almost wear a WrestleMania shirt for the interview, but yeah, I was like, well, I might as well wear my merch, something to talk about.
No, yeah, that's cool. I used to watch. Me and my brother used to watch WWE all the time. He used to do this thing where I'd be little. He grabbed the couch cushions and I lay on top of a couch cushion, and then he lay another one on me, and then he'd have it, and he'd be on top of the couch, and he'd have a couch cushion like this, and he'd jump off and fucking jump on me, and we wrestle each other like all day.
Nice. Yeah, my brother, I tried to get him in a Boston Crab as a kid, and he stretched his legs out like this and busted my lip right on the ground. Yeah, we used to wrestle all the time, man. I mean, shit, I even trained in we went and trained as kids, like in jiu-jitsu and all this shit, man. It was a blast, man. I actually enjoy fighting. If not to sound like a fucking weirdo, but yeah, no, it's like if you can learn a lot from fighting, discipline and all that kind of shit.
No, yeah. I was doing before this, man. I was gonna be a amateur MMA fighter. I did wrestling for 4 years. I did that in high school, but yeah, I trained with.
Nice.
I used to train with Reckless Ryan Atterbury. I trained with this whole team. So yeah, I was getting ready for an amateur fight at one point, but I think I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and then I was like, if I'm not fully in, then I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, most people that I've met, they're just like, I don't want my ears to look like that. I'm like,
oh yeah, okay. I feel like I got a little bit of cauliflower just from wrestling, but
yeah, exactly. Quick.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. I love training. I love training. That's like the best thing, If you train, learn that shit.
I love to learn. You know what I mean? Anything I'm gonna learn. Like when I went training, we went to like it was like a Warriors retreat thing too that we went to, and it was like Chuck Liddell and Pat Miletich and like Gene LaBelle and Gokor Chipachine. So it was kind of like you're like, ooh, stars, like famous people, but at the same time, then they come and whoop your ass real quick in like the training that night, and you're like, ow, fuck that guy. So it was kind of like, it was cool to like learn from someone that you kind of got to watch. It's like, it's not like taking a real full-on actual, months and months course, but it was pretty cool, like to just kind of get your ass kicked by somebody that you watch on TV all the time. It's kind of a little interesting,
Yeah, I feel it, man. That's crazy, man. Well, brother, you are an amazing artist, my man. I love all your work, bro. I love your classic work, man. I love that you came from Merced, man. I know you always be shouting us out, the 209, Zee Krawnik, man. You represent us good, brother. I appreciate it, man. The platform is yours, brother. Let us know. Let us know where you're going to be at. Let us know what's coming out. Let the people know. Let us know, man, what's going on with Zee Krawnik.
So right now we got 2 albums already done, basically. I'm dropping the one tonight, and I'm dropping one October 1st. And then I'm going to drop another one in January. I got a lot of merch coming out here soon. New designs, new colors, tank tops, and sweatpants, and all that kind of stuff that anybody can want to get. And yeah, you know what I mean? It was yeah, as far as shows, it's a little hard to, start to do some bookings right now, but I think I might fuck around, just like do some on a private property and invite everybody out. I'm not really I'm not really the best at staying home. I gotta go out. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated and shit, man. Come out and get in a video or something, shit, man. Come enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? I always invite everybody out to come out and hang out. It's not exclusive, you know what I'm saying? It's all for everybody, for anybody in the town, shit.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Zee Krawnik's YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. His Instagram will be in the link below too, man. Follow this dude. Give him some listens, man. He works hard on his music. He's a talented artist. I really do like his music. I love Get Sippy Hippie, and I can't wait to hear the new one dropping tonight, man. I'm excited.
I'll send it to you right now early so you get a little early listen, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go.
I got you.
Alrighty, Zee Krawnik. Thank you, man, so much for coming on, brother.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Anytime.
Alrighty, Space Dogg fam. We're out of here.